Well, Benita, we have seen many attacks that have taken place in the vicinity of the old city over the years, and the recovery process is pretty quick usually, and that's the same now. We are seeing the security presence behind me, as you can see, at one of these entrances to the old city, but still many people are out and about here. I just saw a busload of tourists coming and entering here in the old city, just going about their business. So I wouldn't say that this area has been shut down or is under some sort of complete security presence that is changing the lives of the people here. That's just not the case. Obviously, there is concern because we have seen more cases and more of these sort of attacks like we saw the other day where the two policemen were wounded in recent weeks and months. Also, the West Bank is slightly more volatile at the moment, as that piece by our defense correspondent Jonathan Regev mentioned. The house of the two terrorists who shot an Israeli 3 months ago and killed him, that house was demolished. The security forces that were there were also attacked by Palestinians as they were in the process of completing that demolition. So certainly there is a lot of tension under the surface, which could perhaps erupt at some point. But at least at the moment, the situation here is quite calm.
And to that exact point, in terms of the fact that there have been a series of attacks in recent days, what has the messaging been like out of the Israeli security leadership? What are they saying and what are they warning about?
Right. Well, first of all, we also have the month of Ramadan, which is coming up, and that's also a time where, with the sort of religious not tensions, but rather the religious passions, let's say, can come to the fore. And we've seen in the past that issues related to things happening in the old city during the month of Ramadan can certainly have an effect. You can see here the Temple Mount, the Haram al-Sharif, where the Al-Aqsa Mosque is pretty much right behind me. It's very close to here, so when we're going to see many people come here to pray, potentially there could be some sort of clash with the security forces that can blow everything up, and that's certainly something of concern. The situation in the West Bank also very volatile, with the Palestinian Authority losing control of some areas, particularly Jenin, where Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad gunmen are running amok there. We saw them attack the IDF forces the other day when they went to complete that demolition, so a lot happening under the surface. We're also seeing Hamas respond to some of these events. Even today, talking about the demolition of those houses, issuing a statement saying that there will be a response to that the resistance, so to speak, will continue. So everyone is reacting about these events that are happening, including Hamas as well. At the moment, it hasn't sort of taken effect into translating into some sort of massive terror wave or uprising, but certainly we are talking about tense weeks to come ahead.